Hi, welcome to Find Your Flow Yoga. I am Sarah, and this video is for Edge Yoga School's 6 Mindful Weeks. We are covering the Vata, doing a Vata sequence. The Vata is composed of the elements of space and air, so it's very much high up and busy mind. So we're going to focus on grounding and bringing more warmth to our practice. So we're going to first begin with some breathing. I invite you to come to an easy seated pose, crisscross applesauce. You can sit on a pillow if you'd like for your hips to be a little higher above your knees. You can place your hands, palms down on your knees for some more added grounding. And I invite you to close your eyes. And we're just going to bring our awareness to the lowest points of our body where we're at right now. Noticing what points are touching the mat. And feeling that energy from that connection. That energy rises up, lifting our whole body upwards so that our body is active. And we're sitting up tall. Checking in, making sure our elbows, our shoulders, and our jaw are released. Picturing a string at the top of our head, pulling us up, giving a little extra easy support and activation in our body. So we're lifted, but we're released of tension. And now you can start to observe your breath, being aware of the in and out motion in your body, particularly in your belly. Observing how it moves. Feeling the energy come into you. And observing the energy that flows out of you. And our breathing will start to get a little bit deeper, fuller. Just observing that. And we're going to take 10 of these fuller breaths in our belly. Letting the air fill us up. Grounding us. Keeping that release of tension. No need to force the air, just let it fill up and do its work. When you get to the 10th breath, the last breath, we're going to take a nice inhale and hold it. And we're going to squeeze our Mula Bandha. It's our pelvic floor. We're going to engage that, squeezing it in. It can help if that's something that's newer to you. Helping squeeze the glutes can help. It's kind of like when you have to go to the bathroom, but you have to hold it in. So you're kind of squeezing in that area. And that engages an energy channel that's in our lower part of our body. So we're going to hold that. Just have a nice pause and then exhale, release. And observing how that feels. My nose is so itchy. Now we're going to move into deeper yogic breath. So as we inhale, we're going to inhale, picturing the oxygen moving to our abdomen, lowering, filling up that lower part of our body. As you inhale, you're going to hold it for 1 second, and then inhale again into the ribs, and pause, and then inhale into the chest, and pause. And slowly exhale all that air out, not forcing it, just letting it release, taking this time. We're going to continue to follow this pattern for a minute. So inhaling into the belly, pause, inhale to the ribs, pause, and inhale in the chest, pause, and gently exhale the air out. Continue this with your own pace, filling up as much as you can in each area. This really opens up space in your body, bringing energy and oxygen to newer places, expanding your lungs. So as we inhale, the oxygen goes into our lungs, but depending on how much we fill our lungs, it presses into the expansion of our belly, and then our ribs and our chest. And you can gently open your eyes when you're ready. And we will begin to move on to our yogic flow. So we are going to start in mountain pose, and starting with eagle arms. So we're going to cross our right arm on top of our left in those elbow creases. And the goal is to wrap your arms around so that your palms are touching. If you can't get it that far, just doing the back of the hands is also cool. This opens up our shoulders. Our goal is to get a 90-degree angle in our elbows, and our upper arm is parallel to our mat. If you can go a little farther, you can bring your thumbs to your third eye as a way to focus. And maintaining this focus, we're going to shift our weight onto our right foot as we gently lift up our left knee, keeping a balance in our hips, that alignment. We want our knee at a 90-degree angle, and our foot is flexed, so our toes are pointed toward the ceiling. So this brings us a focus to the present moment. There's some stretching, some core engagement. Holding here for a couple of breaths. And exhale, release. You can shake it out a little bit. And let's shift over onto our left foot. We're going to cross our left arm over the right arm this time, switching sides. Finding that alignment, doing the same position you did on the last side. Our weight's in our left foot. And we're just going to gently think about our knee lifting. Making sure our hips are still aligned. Toes lifted towards the ceiling. Feeling this focus, this energy pulling us down. I'm mostly Vata, so this is a good practice for me. And exhale, releasing. And we're just going to shake all that out. So just shaking our body. You can shake your arms up in the sky. Let those shoulders loose. Shaking our legs out too. Just getting our body moving, releasing any of that static energy. Getting us into our body, bringing us downwards, making us more grounded. And then we're gonna come back to our standing position, mountain pose. Our feet will be hip width distance apart. Now we're just gonna have a little bend in our knees and we're gonna bounce, just like this. Letting your body bounce, you can sway naturally. Really feeling the connection of our feet to the ground. Bringing all of our focus and energy downwards, which helps for those of us that are Vata to feel grounded more in our bodies, more present, keeping our thoughts down as opposed to being all up and crazy and all over the place. We're grounding. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds to a minute. I do this, I'm an actor, and before an audition, I will do this movement as a way to calm my nerves, because it does really ground you. So whenever you're feeling nervous, you could just take a second, feel that connection with your feet to the ground and all the energy going down towards that. And that'll help with your heart and your mind, just kind of giving you a second to breathe and feel present. And we will stop. Okay. Now we're gonna inhale, arms up to the sky. Now we're gonna do a slight bend in our knee as we sit back into a chair pose. How fun. We're gonna hold this pose for 10 breaths. This is really engaging our legs. Arms can be however high you can. If they're out in front of you, that's okay. Or raising up to the ceiling, past your ears, whatever works. We're focusing on the weight in our feet. If you shift your weight towards your big toes, that engages your legs more. Let's take 2 more breaths. And exhale, forward fold. Oh, goodness. Just feeling this, feeling a little more connected, more present and focused. There's more heat within us, that fire's being created and running through. And there's also a grounding that's keeping us connected. So you can hang here as long as you would like. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly roll up, taking your time, back to mountain. And that is the sequence. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.